Welcome. I'm the man behind the pumpkin. And today we're in the Smoky Mountains and we're going to meet the man behind the watermelon, the actual world record holder, Chris Kent from Sevierville, Tennessee. He's going to give us a tour of his patch, some growing tips, and show us how he does it. So please join us. And don't forget, if you like the video, please subscribe and turn on your notifications. And remember to keep it a secret, but go tell a friend. Bubba's sharing tips around the world. This is the ride up Chris's driveway. You're in the Smoky Mountains. It's windy and twindy and turny and everything you can think of around here. Wait till you see this driveway. I wouldn't want to shovel it all winter in Michigan, baby. I wouldn't want to do that. Here we go. Let's see what kind of shape. I haven't been here in a couple of years. All right, here we go up the driveway. Wow. It's a tight turn, baby. It's a tight turn. Here we go. Oh my goodness. This is a driveway. Wow. All right, hey Chris, I'm here, man.
Hey Mark, how you doing? Glad you made it.
All right, man.
Caught me just in time. I'm getting ready to put a plant here in the ground.
What do you got, new shirt?
Yeah, new sponsor.
What is that? B1 Pellets. Bioenhance.com. All right. You have to tell us more about this. What's going on, man? It's good to see you.
Yeah, good to see you too. Nice day. Trying to get my watermelon plants here in the ground.
All right.
So anyway, so you can see here, got a hole dug for it. Got it all measured out for my plants so that make sure it comes out good. And then you were just talking about the BE pellets, something to help the plants grow a little bit, right there. And then I take.
And that's your new sponsor? They're kind of co-sponsoring you this year?
Yeah, they're a whole bunch of us growers and everything. And then they've got like some mycorrhiza stuff in here with some humic acids. You take a sprinkle of that.
A little bit of magic dust?
Little magic pixie dust, yeah.
So like Santa Claus's dust that makes the deer fly?
Yep. Make my watermelons fly. Yeah, you're right. There you go.
All right.
So, yeah, me and a bunch of other watermelon growers are using it this year. Yeah, a bunch of my friends from the GWG. If you all are interested in growing some big watermelons, you ought to check them out. That's Giant Watermelon Growers, GWG. You can get free seeds from them and join them up. They got a big contest every year. Great bunch of guys, got a Facebook page. Go check them out. Anyway, so what I'm doing is I'm taking my plants, got them in the cups here, and then try not to disturb them as much as possible. So I cut down both sides of the cup, one cut on one side, one cut on the other side. And I already know which way this plant's going to run, obviously, because it's gotten just a little bit big. And then I just, oops, take this on this side, and then open it up.
Can we see the roots?
Yeah, hang on.
All right. All right, we'll see the roots. So yeah, it's not root bound.
No, it's just nice, healthy roots. They look really good.
All right, yeah, looking
carefully
sweet.
Put it in the ground here.
This is a famous 302.
Yep. Get it situated right there. And then I just start backfilling it. Put the dirt back in it, in the hole.
All right.
Nice and gently.
I think it's going to be a good year.
I'm hoping so. Just need to get some warm weather here.
It's May 7th. We're in the Smoky Mountains. I just left Michigan. It's cold. It's so cold. My pumpkin plants are in the basement. I put a timer and a grow light on them, stuck them in the basement so I could come down here for a couple of days and learn from the champ, the world record Guinness book holder, Chris Kent. All right. And then do you do any fertilizing on day one?
No, I don't. And then I'll just take and trusty watering can over here and then just water it in real good. I'll put a couple of bamboo stakes on it to help hold it up a little bit till it gets situated, and I put another plant beside it right here.
Yeah.
Do the same thing, and then let them grow a little bit, and then that way if something goes wrong with one, and wind comes through and breaks one, I've got another one. You know, we don't take chances. You know, like in the movie Armageddon, they said, we're like NASA, we double up, we don't take chances.
There you go. What about the black fabric? What's the black fabric all about?
It's a weed fabric. Basically keeps the weeds down. I'll cover it over with pine straw, but basically just keeps the weeds down. And
now pine straw, some Yankees don't know what pine straw is.
It's pine needles.
Pine needles.
Instead of having wheat, normally when you get a bale of straw, that's actually wheat straw. And the pines, they started calling it pine straws. Down, they gather it up, I guess, from the pine forest down in the south, down in Alabama, and they bale it all up just like a hay bale, and that's what we call pine straw, because it's pine needles, and we use it like straw, and I covered over the landscape fabric.
See, I was one of those Yankees about 7-8 years ago.
Yep.
Chris and I helped start the GWG back in like 2011 or 12 it was. We were two of the co-founders along with Marv Mitchell and Bill Edwards, and at the time, Todd Dawson thought it was hilarious because Bubba didn't know what pine straw was. I'm like, what's pine straw? And he said, pine. Well, we call that pine needles in the north, but I guess when you bale it up, it becomes straw. So you learn something every day. All right, here's the next step. What are you doing now, Chris?
I'm putting the gravel on. I call it Smoky Mountain River sand. It's basically just the sand. I go down to the river and get the stuff. I mean, other people use little fine gravels and stuff like that. It's just to keep the area dry and weed free right around the plant, and I don't want all the soil and dirt and everything splashing up around the plant and the stump, because that's one of the sensitive areas. And so it's just, again, one of those little weird things that I started doing just to help protect my plant.
Well, you guys really baby your melons.
Well, I do so just whatever, you know, I mean, does it make a difference in the end? I really don't know. It's just, you know, every grower has got their own little peculiarities, just little ways that they do things, you know, and that's just one of the things that I do. Actually, it's one of the ways I used to, secret, but don't tell everybody, that I used to tease my friends about. I tell them my secret in growing giant watermelons was my Smoky Mountain River sand, which they couldn't get.
There you go. Maybe it is. Maybe that just leaches in there and it's got the magic dust. Now, the water. Water's in it initially, gets it good and wet. I'm sure it's thirsty because it looked like it was a little dry when you pulled it out, huh?
Yep.
Get her watered in there. And then, now, is that special magic water?
Yeah, that's just rainwater.
Rainwater. Okay, well, rainwater's good because that might be better than if you're using chlorinated tap water.
Yeah.
That's not a good thing because you kill your mycorrhiza.
No, it's just rainwater.
All right, and what about tap roots when they're vining out, Chris? How does that work?
Well, I mean, the watermelons are a little bit slower. They're not like pumpkins. They don't root immediately. But as they go out through there and then the whole thing starts getting covered over, then they'll start sending out roots at the nodes, just like the pumpkins do. Same thing.
All right. Yeah, I noticed when I had mine, I grew mine on the weed bear like that. I would actually pin the vine down with the sticks a little. Mm-hmm. And then actually I sprayed some mycorrhiza in water form on the vines.
Right.
Like some bacillus. I think it was voodoo juice, back when we were using voodoo juice.
Yeah.
Spray voodoo juice on the vines.
Yeah.
So you do anything like that?
No.
No?
No.
They just tap in.
Yep.
They tap in by themselves. All right. All right, it's good to know. All right, and here under the weed barrier, these two plants he's already planted. He's got them in the ground. He's got the irrigation pipes, you can see. And Chris said he's got little, what'd you say, 1/16 inch holes?
Yeah.
About every 8 to 10 inches?
About 10 inches, yeah.
About every 10 inches, a little 1/16 inch hole on both sides or just one side?
Oh, just the pointing down.
Oh, pointing down on the bottom side of the pipe. And then he runs his water through these PVC pipes. And that's how, same as drip tape, he's just using hard PVC under the weed barrier. And then you get your pine straw. All right, so there's the steps. There's the process. Chris Kent, watermelon bed, voila. So here's an angle of Chris's patch. It's really quite downhill. It's actually awkward to walk around here. He's growing on a slant about like that. And I was just telling him, heck, I'd have to be careful walking around here all the time. I'd probably fall and bust my head on one of these boards. because I'm just not used to walking on an angle. So I tell you, you got to have some strong feet, some strong ankles, strong legs to farm on the side of a mountain, side of a hill. Look at that. Interesting. So
you know, that's why Smoky Mountain cows have one leg, on one side the legs are longer than the other.
yeah.
Yeah.
Is that a true story?
Yeah, you didn't know that?
No.
Yeah, because they're always walking. You know, they're walking like this, so those legs have to be longer.
Oh, all right.
But that's just Smoky Mountain cows.
I'm going to back up a step prior to putting on the weed barrier. What we have, we'll go backwards. Here's a spot I just helped Chris turn this all over. He likes to turn it over with a shovel instead of, he's trying something different this year. He uses a shovel instead of a rototiller. Saying something about maybe killing less worms. Anyway, we'll let Chris tell you. He's over here now starting another one. You're starting another bed.
Yep.
Now, what are you doing?
I mean, you know, these beds have been tilled up before and everything, so the soil is in real good shape. But I've been watching over the winter time. I've been watching some videos about some guys who are doing something called no-till. Okay, said it's better for the soil and everything. So, although normally, you know, you don't do anything to it at all, but just to get started with it this year, I thought I'd do it. So basically, I'm just turning it over once with a shovel, just kind of loosen it up a little bit, and then what they do is then put all my amendments and compost on top, and then just leave it. Don't till it up. I figure that way I don't kill a bunch of worms too, because the worms I've always been told are good. So, and just it's an experiment. It may not work at all. May work great. I don't know. But I did try it last year on my regular vegetable garden, and it's some of the best tomatoes and squash, cucumbers I've ever had. And this is the key, it was the easiest garden I had, because you know, every year, if you've ever been out growing a regular garden, what happens? You get out there, it rains, gets warm, and you get weeds, and more weeds, and the weeds take over. Well, doing it that way, I didn't have any weeds, and that was so nice.
You know, that's nice. You know, every time I make a video at my old place up in Holly, there's always be a train that goes by. And I think Chris Kent, every time we break out the video, the planes go by. Planes, trains, and automobiles. Join us at Keep It a Secret Home and Garden. But hey, thank you for that information, Chris. It's great. And I wanted to mention one thing. Chris gave me a 288-pound watermelon back at Operation Pumpkin in 2000. That was 17, the same year I grew my 2017. And I took it back to Michigan. We sold raffle tickets, raised money for the Spirit of Alexandria Foundation. Now, I've had some people comment, check out the viral video, 288-pound giant watermelon, cut open, look inside, has over 16 million views now. And there's commenters on there saying, that watermelon don't weigh 85 pounds. And it's like, wait a minute, buddy. You don't know what you're talking about. Because, Chris, how many watermelons have you grown over 288?
Oh, gosh, I think I've grown 12, 14 over 288, and there's been, I don't know how many other ones. There's been well over 20, 25 watermelons grown over 288 pounds by a lot of different growers.
We got Andrew Weil, Frank Mudd, Jeremy Lindley, Joseph Young, Todd Dawson, Andrew Weil, Nick McClayson. I don't want to leave anybody out. Spencer Glasgow.
Yep. Stephen Jackson.
From Alabama. Stephen Jackson.
Also Alabama.
Alabama, baby, Alabama. Rock on, Forrest. All right. So, hey, if we missed you, I'm sorry, but man, there's been a ton of watermelons grown over 288. And like Chris said, if you're interested in growing them, check out the Giant Watermelon Growers, GWG. They have a website. They have a Facebook page. Check them out. You can get growing tips. You can get seeds. You can do a membership. And, hey, join us. Join us and grow. We'd love to have you. And I want to thank you, Chris. Thank you for tips today. And I wish you luck in 2021. I hope you grow a new personal best.
Thank you, Mark. I appreciate it. Now put that down and get over here and start working.
There you go. I got to go get a shovel, dang burn it. All right. Got to earn my keep. If you guys want to know my real motive for driving down to Sevierville and making this video, and by the way, there's going to be a part 2. I'm going to come back in late August or September and show you guys a part 2 of what Chris has grown this year. But stay tuned for the fun and excitement. Jackson and I are going to grow these 2 plants here up in Michigan, or actually that one. All right. The circus is here. So these are the plants we're going to grow right here. And I'm gonna drop one of these off to Jason G. Feller in Toledo on the way back. I told Jason, my good friend Jason, he's like 90 minutes before my house. I'll stop in, ask the wife it's okay if I stop in, use the bathroom, and drop off your watermelon plant. I'm sure your wife will be thrilled. All right, so I'll see you, Jason, and we're gonna deliver the plant. There you go, 302. These are the best seeds available. They've grown the best results. 302 Kents are his best producer. We're gonna grow them at the Mitchell farm. I want to thank you all for joining us today. Here I am in Chris's favorite flower bed. He told me these daisies, that he just whacked them down with the mower. They went to seed and grew back. And look at this beautiful daisies in the Smoky Mountains. Thank you. Hey, if you like the videos, please turn on your notifications, subscribe to the channel. And hey, we forgot two people. Gabriel Bartoli from Italy and also Bill Edwards. Both have grown watermelons over 288 pounds. So hey, if we forgot your name and you've grown one over 208 pounds, please listen to the comment section. Tell us, hey, you forgot me, because we want to hear from you. We want to hear from all of you. Whatever you're growing, hey, leave a comment. We'd love to hear from you. All right, man, thank you. Thank you very much. And remember, keep it a secret, but go tell a friend. Bubba's sharing tips in gardens around the world. All right, time to go home. It's been a nice visit. Thanks, Chris. Appreciate everything. Man, keep it a secret, but go tell a friend. Bubba's growing giant watermelons in 2021. Wish me luck. Play it straight from the Smokies, baby. Thanks to my good friend.